After go live.
This one? Well, my good people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's try this again, family.
Unmute yourself.
Well, family. Good night, everyone. Good morning. If you're on another time zone, good evening, good night, wherever you are in this big, beautiful world of ours. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my second live. Hopefully, this one will be a little with, just a little bit more fandangle than the other one. The first one, I just hit that live button and went to shooting. Anyway, my wonderful kings and queens, my warrior prince and princesses, welcome to my second live. I hope you like it. Housekeeping rules. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Help me grow a little bit. I'm taking baby steps. Second, housekeeping rules. This is a page for Jamaicans and Jamaican lovers and wonderful wishers, well wishers of Jamaica. So when I deal with no orange, no green, no blue, no pink, no purple, no yellow, just Jamaica. Okay? So here now, you see my topic that says sheds, shells, or shelters. And we're also going to touch a little bit on our power restoration in Jamaica. And also the hot topic item in news media today, our illustrious Condrew and his whatever he got going on with the people of a compound town again. So, family, you remember before Hurricane Beryl blew through Jamaica? I mean, and decimated parts of the country. The line MPs and senator and prime minister come out and talk about how many shelters we got. Now, I got to give Mr. Deadman McKenzie a little bit of props in the beginning because the man was on local TV and he came and he said, we have 60 plus shelters that are about 85% ready to go. That was on local TV. Then here comes Chewy, Matt Chew, the little short man, and he came on CNN, international television, and he said we had people can go to over 780 plus shelters that we have available on the island. Then they got together and said, wait, the numbers don't match. Mackenzie said 60. Samuda said 780. So they got together and decided so they're going to go with the big numbers. Here come Deadman again with his dyslexic self and said, oh, we have 870 shelters on the island that are ready and equipped and ready to take people in. And lo and behold, Here come Mr. Two-Car Garage knows. And please forgive my adjectives for these crooks. But here come Mr. Two-Car Garage knows and say, we have 900 shelters that people can go to. All of these numbers, anybody hear from any of these liars where these shelters were? Anybody? Not one. And apparently, he was using the numbers. Mr. Prime Minister was using the 900 number because that's the amount of schools we have on the island. Schools that are not enclosed, they're open air. Schools that are made with decorative bricks that breeze can blow through to cool the students when they're in the classroom in the hot sun. Schools that have zinc roof. From me, remember going to school back in the day. School have zinc roof and school classroom always had, and they're open air. Where and how did these become shelters? How many people went to any of these shelters? How many people know where any of these shelters were? What kind of equipment or what kind of accommodations did they have to accept citizens in these shelters? Did they have beds? Did they have cots? Did they have sheets? Did they have blanket? Normally, when you go to a shelter, you would normally bring your own blanket, but they would have cots with sheets. Well, that's what I'm used to and accustomed to. I live in the great sunshine state of Florida, Hurricane Alley. And when they have shelters for people who have to evacuate, they are prepared. They are prepared because, again, hurricane season, June 1st to November 30th. They have to be prepared. They have to have water. They have to have food. They have to have cots to accommodate however many people are coming into the shelter, depending on where the shelter is and what area you are. None of this was information was given to anybody in Jamaica as far as going to a shelter for Hurricane Beryl. The people that should, I think, a personal opinion, should have gone to hurricane shelters are people that live in low-lying areas, people that live on gully side, people that live on that their houses are built on a hill that's not steady or stable. Mandatory evacuation should have been into effect. Me not hear one news report say these people in this particular area has to be evacuated, mandatory evacuation. Go now. Hurricane is upon us. Go now to these shelters. And it just boggles the mind. It boggles the mind how these people think. I think the numbers that all these people, Mr. MP Mackenzie, Mr. Senator Samuda, and Mr. Prime Minister Holmes, they went on national television and gave these numbers, and I swear as dog whistle to the international community. So when them get ready for beg, them going to say, oh, we need money, we need help because we had all these people that were displaced and we had 900 shelters and all 900 shelters were full because all these people were displaced and we need extra money to help. Well, they got extra money. They got a whole lot of money. And yet, all the people that needed the help, no get nothing. I want to know, going into a month after the hurricane, how many shelters are still open? How many people are in these shelters? Of all the people that had to go to shelters that had hurricane damage to their home or their house, are they still in the shelters? What kind of treatment are they getting? What kind of accommodations do they have for all these people in shelters? Because from what I'm hearing, a whole lot of people are without homes. Their house was damaged, whether by water, flood, or their roof blew off while they were in there, and they had to run to somewhere else. How are these people being treated? Are there still people in these shelters? And how many shelters are still available and open, and what kind of accommodations they have? Do they have people in there working as janitorial staff to keep bathrooms clean and sanitary? Do they have cots in these shelters for people to sleep on, not cardboard on the floor? Do they have janitorial staff and enough accommodations as far as like sheets and stuff for people that are there a month later, where they would change the sheets, have new fresh sheets for people, that they're not sleeping on the same damn sheet on the same cot? Cot is fine, but the same sheet for a month? What's going on with that? Where all the money that you got, Andrew Holness? Conjure Colmes, where's all the money that you got from all over the world for hurricane relief to help people? You got a myriad of amount of billions amount of dollars. Free money to help these people. And you turn around and scamming the damn people when they are down on their face. Scamming them. Talking about they can't get everybody can't get free money. You're if you have a house and you have a little business or a shop, you can get a loan. You can get you can get a grant to fix your house. But if you have your house damaged and you also have your business, your little shop or whatever, or your big shop or your big store damaged, your roof gone on both places, you can only get grant money for one. You can't get grant money for two. What the hell kind of mess is that? How are you helping people? You take free money that the people, that countries felt sympathy for Jamaica and give to Jamaica. You take the free money and turning it into a blasted loan shark business. How you sleep at night? Well, I know how you sleep at night, hanging upside down like a bat from the ceiling. I know that. But how you going to take free money that is supposed to be given to the people freely to help them out of the mess and the rut and the recovery? How are you going to give those people a loan? What kind of interest rate are you going to charge these people, sir? And who is collecting the interest? Where the interest on these loans that you're supposedly going to give people out of the free money? Where the interest going? Who collecting that interest? Because remember, this is grant money, free money. America say, see, 2.5 million billion here. Europe say, see, 6 million euros here. Germany say, see, 10 billion, whatever the German currency is. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Here, take this, help the people recover from the hurricane, help them recover their damages from the hurricane so they can be whole again, or at least halfway whole again. They at least have a roof over their head. The people that have them roof blow up, they can get a roof and hopefully get the roof fixed properly to hurricane standards now with strappings, so that if and when anything else like this happen, at least their roof will be semi-secure. How you going to take that money and turn it into a loan and give people that are destitute down on their face with nothing? Them business gone, then no money coming in. Their house gone, then I know where to live. How you going to say, here's some free money, some grant money to build back your house or your business, but you can't get grant money to do both? How are they supposed to survive? When you give them loan now for build, okay, you give them grant money to redo their roof and rebuild whatever their house. You give them grant, you give them loan money now to rebuild them business. How the loan payment gonna go? What kind of uh leeway you give them to pay back the loan? What are you expecting for collateral for this loan? because the people again destitute. Them not have nothing. What kind of interest rate are you going to charge these people? Who collecting the interest? When the payment come in with the interest, where the interest going? Is it going back into the kitty for the free money so you have more money to give, free money to give? Or is the interest rate going into your pocket, sir? And all of your cronies pocket them? And there's a wicked set of people, you know. Jesus have mercy. I've never seen a government so cruel and wicked to them people like this current administration in Jamaica. Never have I ever seen an administration so mean and wicked to the people. And have mercy on a wicked man. Pure bunch of scamming. Everybody I take a lick off of Jamaica with scamming. Everybody. From government on down. But then again, when the government crooked and corrupt like it is, can't expect any better from anybody that fall below them. Can't expect any better. And as far as the government and the crookedness go, the opposition is the way I see it is non-existent. Because for the amount of things that this wicked, dirty Jankro Condrew do to Jamaica people and is trying to do, I don't hear Mark Golden, our opposition leader, coming out and bawling out and fling rocks to it. When the JLP was in power, in opposition, if the PNP sneezed too hard, them oppose it. Them sneeze too hard. They made my ears hurt because they sneeze so loud. Every single thing that the PNP when they were in power did, and JLP not like it, them come out and oppose and make noise about it. Granted, yes, the current opposition does not have the numbers like the administration. But god damn it, small dog bark loud, you know. Anybody ever hear a chihuahua? When them get all excited and angry and upset, how them yap, yap, yap and make noise, and they will yap from now until the end of time. That is what the opposition should be doing. All these low hanging fruit and these bottom leaf tobacco thoughts, ideas, and things that they are going on with. The opposition should be bawling it out. Bawling it out. But no, them sit down like lizard pan limb and just a watch the passing parade and not say nothing. Can't do that, man. You cannot do that. You have to have the people's best interests at heart. And obviously, Condrew and his cronies don't have the Jamaican people's best interests at heart. He gives zero crap about any Jamaican citizen other than him pigo them and him best friend them. Him rich folks. This is madness. I want to know, as far as the shelter go, I have yet to find, and I heard there was one picture or video going around, but I have yet to find any picture of any shelter showing what they have in there prepared for people to come in and use the shelter during the hurricane. Again, I like I said, the only thing I heard and that there was one picture going around was for some convention center in Montego Bay that they set up nice and pretty for the tourists. For the tourists. The tourists who went left Jamaica and go back at their yard when they can get to fly out of Jamaica. And Jamaicans are sitting there suffering, and nothing. Nothing. Me no see, I have yet to see one picture or video come out about any of the 900 shelters that Mr. Prime Minister himself come out and say we have. One picture or video. We all know he is Mr. Photo Op. And if him go get one new shovel for sticking at the ground for go build one of the little matches box house, the man claims NHT house. Him have big old photo up out there with with hard hat and gold shovel and balloons and sash round them, cross them body and picture tech. Where are the pictures and the picture tech for these shelters? 2, 5, 10, 60, anything? Don't see one picture. Don't see one picture or video out of Jamaica showing these shelters that are supposed to be fully equipped and up and running and ready to house people, shelter them from the hurricane. Again, I say nobody heard where any of these shelters are. We just hear numbers. After Hurricane Beryl blew through and everybody kept asking where the shelter them there, how much of them there, where them is, where, how can we get there? How are we gonna get there? Me see list come out of for next year for the 24-25 hurricane season that them have 889 shelters. You know what the shelters are? I'm gonna look on the list. All schools in every parish. And the list dropped down to 889 because some of the schools were damaged during Hurricane Beryl, so it wasn't 900 anymore. It was 889. Schools in every parish they listed on the government website to say shelters is what. Those are what the shelters are. Madness. Madness. I just, Jesus. So I want to know now that we're 1 month in. Today is July 30th. Hurricane Beryl blew through Jamaica July 3rd. 27 days to be exact. 27 days ago. There are parts of Jamaica, St. Elizabeth, St. Mary, Clarendon, Portland, still St. Anne, still without electricity. I'm hearing from family and friends in St. Anne say them still not have no electricity yet. And all they had was a downed wire that needed to be picked up because a tree branch fell on the wire. The pole is still there, the transformer is still there. All the JPS need to come do is put the wire back up and fix it and secure it back, and so the people can get electricity. None. Still, parts of St. Anne, parts of Brownstown in St. Anne, no power. St. Elizabeth, I won't even talk about that because St. Elizabeth is the food basket of the country. St. Elizabeth feed the whole island. And St. Elizabeth was decimated. Decimated. And 1 month later, no government official reached a St. Elizabeth yet to make, according to them, their assessment about the restoration of power, the restoration of water. Nothing. Nothing. And again, before me even go back to the power go to the power, me want to know, are these shelters that them claim, the 900 shelters that them claim, that is available or was available, are they still up and running? How many people are in these shelters? Where are the videos and still pictures to show us that we do have shelters open and we do have people still in shelters because their homes were destroyed? Where are they? Nobody knows see that yet. My God. Me say, me want ask these useless waste man and spineless women in parliament, where are all the funds that Jamaica received to help hurricane victims? Where the money there? Where it there? If you want to push in on the pocket, dry out and go give to the people then because they need help. This foolishness about them carry care package. What the hell is a care package? A box or a bag of flour, cornmeal, rice, cooking oil, tin mackerel, or any kind of tin meat. What is that going to do for somebody that have no money to buy gas to cook with, Them can't even light fire, set up fire stove, firewood stove out of door because all of the wood them wet up and everybody's soaking and sodden. Them not have money for buying a kerosene oil to pour or any kind of lighter fluid or whatever to pour on the wood for cook out a door because the whole place is saturated with water, dirty, nasty, contaminated water. Where the people them they, where the money they, where the money they. Me want to know too how many of these hurricane victims that suffering and had damage, whatever. How many of them get any of this grant money that Mr. Two Car Garage was talking about? How many? How many of these people? Somebody put in the comments, say if you want to have any friends or family that receive any kind of grant money, put it in there. Put it in the comment section to next stream because I said, no, sir. This can't happen. This can't happen. Me want to know how many people in Jamaica got hurricane relief money to help them restore them house, them home, their business, their property. Because we had farmers that were their farmers washed out in St. Elizabeth, washed out, and they need financial assistance to help them come back on board and get themselves back together. How many are going to get loan or how many are going to get grant money to help? How many of your families got any kind of grant money to help them restore themselves after burial? Me notice say, everything is taking precedence now over hurricane relief and hurricane recovery. 1 month gone, people still without power, still without water, and nothing in Main Street media or nothing from any member of parliament to talk about burial and the recovery effort. I don't understand. This your government, yeah, then thief, then crooked, then lie, then wicked, all of the above. Don't give a rat tail about anybody but themselves. Don't give a rat tail about themselves. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Me say the hardest hit areas, St. Elizabeth, St. Mary too, Portland, Clarendon, and no restoration, no hurricane relief from the government. None. But Mr. Little Short Man, Cool Breeze, Mr. Cool Breeze, Vaz him take himself, gone to St. Elizabeth, gone talk about, oh, him know people are suffering and him understand. But it's a good thing. It's cool up here and there's a nice cool breeze. Idiot man. Cool breeze can cool somebody's refrigerator to keep their meat from spoiling, to keep their milk from spoiling. Cool breeze can power up their house so they can get light. We have a ton of people, older generation in Jamaica, people that are relying on medication and oxygen that needs electricity to power up their machine and medication that needs to be refrigerated. Cool breeze can keep them to something that cool and cool breeze can power up them house. You big dunce. It Lord Jesus. I must say, the man make me so angry. And then him have the audacity and the nerve now because them get together and lie and talk about how JPS ready like Freddy to get the country back on track. If we have any hurricane damage or power lines or whatever, they are ready to rock and roll and get everybody back on track. 1 month later, I would say half of the island is still without power. Mr. JPS, Mr. Korea and Japan JPS. Where is the relief? And then you have the damn little scammer them out there what used to work for you, wanna work for you no more. Out there scam people telling them about them have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get their power restored. Sir, all of a sudden you and JPS at war now when Una was behind and bench together before. Come off it. Come off of it. May I go into the restoration now? I'll read an article out of Loop News. The article was printed July 21st. People start now getting upset now and they're starting to protest and demonstrate to them power and them water. More specifically them power. And them all over the country demonstrating to get them power back. Because Vaz and JPS and Dr. Stinking Condrew come out and say, oh, we have now 95% of the country back up and running with power. And we only have like 95% left to get power. A month later, still lies, lies. Nowhere in Jamaica is 90% of the people or 95% of the people's power is back up. A lie. Because if it was, you wouldn't have people out there demonstrating in the street to get them power back. Mr. Vaz had the audacity to tell the people he was urging residents. The article is from Loop News. It was posted July 21st. Let me just read this for you. The headline says Vaz urges residents to stop protesting for electricity restoration. Sir, are you stupid? Government don't relate to people or listen to people until them come out and start block road and make noise and dance and chant. That's the only time government will give them a side eye. I wouldn't even say pay attention, give them a side eye. So the people them say, you know what? Enough is enough. Una did say Una was well equipped and ready to go and get us our power restored within a matter of days. But yet here we are. At that time it was 3 weeks and people still not have power. Him say, here, I'm reading the article. It says, Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunication and Transport, why? Him have a long title, man. Him title bigger than him to next string. Anyway, Darrell Vaz is urging Jamaicans to desist from staging protests over their lack of electricity since the passage of Hurricane Beryl 3 weeks ago. Again, 3 weeks prior to this article being written. Vaz warned that staging demonstrations will impede workers from the Jamaica Public Service Company in accessing communities to restore electrical supply. Are you stupid, sir? Are you really dumb? Are you that dumb? Are you really walking on your brains? People are out there demonstrating because they want them power back. Because I am sure Darrell Vaz, Condrew Colmes, and all of the other parliamentarians get them power back. If they lost power, they got their power back within a day because I'm sure they have generators up for them yard. Because anyhow, any parliamentarian didn't have power after 5 days after the hurricane, all hell would break loose in Parliament. All hell would break loose. The same way they was up there begging for money to do this for their constituency, begging money to do that for their constituency. I bet you if their power was not back up and running, all hell would break loose. Mr. Man come to the people and said they must stop demonstrating because them don't have them electricity back yet. Sir, you're stupid. Here he goes. He says, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, demonstrations don't help, they hinder, he said at a cabinet meeting the Wednesday before. I understand the frustration and I understand what has been the modus operandi previously, but in this particular situation, it will only impede the ability of JPS to respond. And JPS is not going to come to areas that are having demonstrations and high tensions because they are worried for safety of their employees. Mr. Vaz, You're a dumbass. Because if people are out in the street demonstrating to get their power back, and them in the street making noise, showing placards, block the road with the tree limb, them were broke down during the hurricane and all kinds of stuff, them blocking the road, and they see a JPS truck coming, you think that these people who are out there protesting and demonstrating for y'all to bring power back to their community, you think they're going to continue to do that if them see a JPS truck coming? You really think they would do that? The people them would clear the road quick, fast, and in a hurry and let the trucks through. Hurry up, quick, quick, clear the road so the trucks can go through so they can get them power back. People aren't dumb like you, sir. People aren't stupid. Why would I go outside, put down big logs and trees in the road to protest and demonstrate the fact that it's taking so long to come to our community, and then me out there making noise and see you come in to help me and continue to demonstrate and not clear the road so one can come through? That is the dumbest thing I ever heard, Daryl Vaz. But then again, stupid is as stupid does. The minister's plea came after fed-up JPS customers in Sheffield, Westmoreland, mounted roadblocks in the area on Tuesday, which was Tuesday before the 21st, calling for immediate restoration of their electricity supply. Well, hell yes, of course. According to councillor for the Retreat Division in the parish, Garfield James, the residents were of the view that they were being neglected by the light and power company. And of course, I can understand and I can feel their pain because, yes, I would feel the same way. On the same day, residents of Iterborough in St. Mary, my St. Marians, please forgive me. Never heard of that little town. So I hope I didn't butcher the name too bad. Iterborough in St. Mary. Staged protests over what they said were continued power cuts that have affected the community for years. The area was without power for over 2 weeks since the hurricane passed, and it was restored Friday, which was the Friday before the 21st. But residents say the power supply went the following day, which was the Saturday, and have not been restored since. Last Friday, they said, the Friday before the 21st of July, residents of Dover in St. Mary and Windsor Castle in Portland staged similar demonstrations for their electrical supplies to be reconnected after losing it for days following Beryl. The power was restored in Dover later that day. So demonstrations work. They listen. They hear you. They hear you when you come out and you make noise. And they listen. Vaz is making his plea for residents to desist from engaging in protests for electricity. Said residents can reach out to him to communicate their concerns. Sir, they are communicating with you. They are reaching out to you and communicating with you by demonstrating. That's their form of communication, because I can guarantee you not one single person in any community anywhere would be able to get you on the phone, because your phone would be constantly busy or your voicemail full or the call just don't go through. They are communicating with you, sir. That's how they communicate, by demonstrating. I'll talk about any area that's still having any issues will be brought to the attention of JPS. And I will personally follow through to make sure that it is restored in the shortest possible time. Sir, shortest possible time? These people were demonstrating 2 weeks after. 2 weeks after to get their power back. And nothing. So They're communicating with you. They started demonstrating, and that's the only thing that I'm listen to. When people out there make noise and dance and chant in the street. So there you have it. He reminded that the people that the date of completion for complete restoration for the worst affected areas, especially those in St. Elizabeth. Here you know, people, Lord Jesus. The worst affected area in St. Elizabeth, like those in St. Elizabeth. Oh, Lord, family, I am so sorry. I apologize. Technical difficulties. I'm a novice at this in this wonderful stream yard here. Whew, anywho. Uh, now where was I? My to God. Before I go any further, I have to heal up all of me people them on the live here. Woo, Producer Wayne, my dude, my teacher, my educator, excuse me, my educator. I thank you. I hope you're not sleeping. Natalia Freeman, what's happening, girl? Thank you for joining. Real sweet. Rena Fall, were you there, real sweet? Rena Fall? Oh, hush, darling. Play our favorite platform entrepreneur there. Play his rain song. Get you cozy. And Marcia ST, bless up, darling. Thanks for joining. I tell you, Annie Jones, good night, darling. Thanks for joining. Mr. Big Man himself, Mr. JC, Wagwan, Wagwan. Much love, family. Let me see who else I got on here. Marcia, Gloria. Hey, Gloria. Gloria Morris, good night, darling. Yellow, what's happening? You yellow tonight. Ha! Good to have y'all here. Thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate y'all so very much. Hey, Miss Yvonne Riley. Good evening, darling. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Annie Jones, real sweet. Yvonne Riley, Gloria Morris, Anna B. What's up, Miss B? Thanks for joining, darling. Let's see, who else did I miss? Sunshine. Good night, darling. Hope you had a sunshiny day today. Yvonne Bradford. Thank you for joining, darling. Appreciate you so very much. Yes, ma'am, Miss Annie Jones. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. Real sweet Metro. I believe some of the fire too in the Metro. I think strike a match off a producer Wayne and Carlos's matches. Try to light a little matches myself, darling. Cause me tell you, we can't sleep on these crooks. We cannot sleep on them at all. Aromatic Realistic TV, welcome family. Appreciate you. Hey, missed you in Canada over the weekend. Where you was? Where you was? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you all so very much. Let's see. Catch up everybody here. Hey family, do me a favor. Like and share the live here. May I try to grow a little thing here. May I try to grow one little sweet potato plant so I can get some sweet potato for make pudding. I love sweet potato pudding, you know. Me love one like how me love sweet potato pudding. Yes, man. So my dear family, back to Mr. Shortman Cool Breeze. The people them upset. Say them not get no their electricity back. And this man gone tell them about don't go out there and protest or demonstrate because it don't help, it hinders. It does damn help because if they weren't out there demonstrating, all of you waste people in parliament would ignore every single person that is without electricity, especially the people in right now St. Elizabeth, Portland, St. Mary, Clarendon. If the people them there out there dance and chant and make nice pan uno, y'all would have ignored the living daylights out of them. Ignore them, pay them no mind and forget about them. And the money want to get is supposed to help the people and give to them to help themselves get back to some semblance of normalcy. On a shoe in on a pocket. And then after on a scrape off one want off of the top, the dribblings will leave when I come talk about some people will get grants and some people will get loans. But if you have a house that was damaged and your roof gone, and you have a business that was damaged, your roof gone, you can't get grant money to do repairs for both. You get money for one, but you can't get grant money for both. You will get loan for another one. Let me tell you something. You see, Mr. Big Nose Condrew love to copycat things happening in first world countries. Him love to copycat things happening in America. Why him don't copycat the way America prepare for hurricanes, especially like the state of Florida? Why him don't copycat that? Jamaica was not prepared for the hurricane, and they knew they had advance notice. The hurricane was coming. Jamaica was the bullseye. And it was coming, and it was coming hard, fast, and strong, and no preparation was made. This whole entire government is a reactive government. It's not a proactive government. Because right here in the Sunshine State of Florida, We know hurricane coming. We know, first of all, we know hurricane season, and we know when hurricane is coming and making aim for Florida. Hurricane management jump into effect. Plans are made. We have counterparts of power companies from all over the state and other states that are put on standby. That if we get hit real hard and we're out of power, they are driving their trucks across several state lines to come to Florida to help restore power. I remember, can't tell you the year, no, but Hurricane Francis and Jean, the back to back bitches, they hit Florida back to back. So many people lost power. The place was devastated. People, houses were ruined, trees that are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old that are sitting on properties topple over on people's house. When I tell you FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Association, come and people got trailer homes to live in while their houses were getting repaired, while trees were cutting off of their houses, while no power was there, power was being restored because power company from as far as Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas. We even had some drive cross country from California come to Florida to help restore power to people. And FEMA jumped in and gave people who had their houses damaged, gave them trailers to park in their driveway so they can have some place to lay their head at night. Hurricane preparation, hurricane preparedness. Every city in the state has a emergency management team, and when hurricane is on the warpath and heading towards our state, whatever part of the state it was predicted to hit, all hands on deck and everybody was out helping and ready to help. None of this reactive stuff. Oh shoot, we should have done this. Oh shoot, we should have done that. Oh, we could have, should have, would have. Nope. Hurricane preparedness is a top priority here, as it should be in Jamaica. Jamaica is one little spoon in the vast Caribbean Sea. Hurricane Alley. Hurricane Alley. You would think the government would be prepared. You'd think they'd be prepared. They come lie and say they were prepared, but they were not. Because had they been prepared, power would have been restored to all affected areas of Jamaica. Had they been prepared. Now we hear so them calling power company from Belize and Mexico and wherever to come and help restore power. Yes, after the fact, after people start make noise and protest and demonstrate out in the street to get them power back. And what? Three people, three companies came. What good does that do? And then you have the other thief and crooked ones them out there gouging out people's eyes and extorting money out of them to get their power returned. And then Mr. Vaz come talk about people shouldn't demonstrate about getting them power back. Sir, please. Sir, please. Can any other people them that was out there demonstrating for them power, can any of them come to your house, to your yard, with you and your carpetbagging wife? Can any of them come to your yard to get a cup of hot water to make bush tea? Can any of them come to your yard to take a shower in your generator powered house? Can any of them go to Beverly Hills, up to Condrew and Big Hoof Gillette House to take a shower, to get a cup of tea, to get a glass of clean drinking water? And you have the audacity to tell people not to demonstrate, sir? Please go take several seats. Please go take several seats. Demonstrate the hell out of the government. People, That's what they listen to. You grumble, you talk amongst yourself, you grumble, you moan and you groan, and you don't make your voices heard. They don't care. They don't care. If you go out there and you demonstrate and show them, say, you mean business and you need a change and you need something to affect, to be in effect, something to take effect, and you demonstrate and make your voices heard and make noise, that's the only thing they pay attention to. That's the only thing they pay attention to. Anyway, family, me say, the man comes saying, understand the people's frustration. And he understand what the modus operandi was previously, but I know so it a go now. So una mustn't demonstrate to get on the power back. Why, sir? Why not? If you only listen to demonstration, then that's what you're gonna get. That is absolutely what you get. But people, any area that's still having an issue, they should come to him, and he will personally follow through to make sure that the power is restored in the shortest possible time. Sir, we're at a month. Oh, when is the shortest possible time? Oh, yeah, sorry. Saint Elizabeth and Saint Mary, their power will be restored by August 5th, just in time for emancipation and independence celebration. So yeah, why people know if we make people cuss to next string, but anyway. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to continue to follow up because me, I look for the shelter them and me want to know how many people in these shelters. Are they still operational? Are they still up and running? How many people are in these shelters? How many shelters we have that are still open? How many people are in each shelter? And what kind of accommodations these shelters have for the people then? Yes, Jesus. May I tell the family? We have to run them down. We have to run them down. No, my dear folks, I gotta take a little bite out of the compound situation going on there. I want to know, what have the Maroons done to Condrew, miss? What them doing? Why this man decide to text it in a them behind like ticks man cow? What them doing? Every government that has been in power since independence have let the Maroons live freely amongst themselves and take care of themselves. No other government ever had any issue with the Maroons, except this a dirty thief in Dranker one named Condrew Colmes. What's the deal? The people have lived in peace in a compound and in Maroon country all these centuries. No other previous government have ever had any issue with the Maroons. Is it because the Maroon country is full of natural resources and all kinds of resources that would be able to sustain Jamaica? But thief and dirty crooked Condrew go sell out a compound country and a compound town to some damn crooked foreigner, take money for your compound, and now the people them who him sell it to and take money from them want the property what them pay for. You see, he started about 2 years ago trying to talk crap about there's only one sovereign country, blah blah blah. Sir, go read the treaty. Go read the treaty between the monarch and the Maroons. Them never, no other government has ever had any issue with the Maroons. No other government never said there is no other sovereign country but one. Sir, you might want to go take a look at the Native Americans, since you love to copycat everything America do. The Native Americans are a protected tribe. They are protected natives. Them have them reservation where they live pan. Them have them school on the reservation, their church, their doctor office, their everything, them own police department on their reservation. And guess who fund them? The American government. Australia have their own natives. They're aborigines. Who take care of them? The Australian government. Canada have native Indians as well. Who take care of them? The Canadian government. So you sit on your big lump of a backside talking foolishness. You might want to go talk to all of these presidents and prime ministers of these countries that have natives in their country and see how they take care of their natives. Maroons are natives to Jamaica. Them did it before your friend Christopher Columbus claims that him come discover Jamaica. Them did it. How you going to discover a country with people? How you going to discover someplace that already have inhabitants on it? Sir, please, go take several seats. Left the Maroon them alone. And I am so glad Chief Curry is there to block your stupid thieving behind. And the people support Chief Curry. And they're going to continue to support Chief Curry. And I hope them put them foot down and block every road so none of them can go up there, go disturb nothing. Gonna thief out plenty of them expensive mahogany wood and trees and chop down them mahogany trees and you make plank and wood out of it. And them stopping your backside now and you have issue with it. Don't have no issue with it. Leave the people them alone. Go track down, take your tracking device, your Pegasus, go track down the criminal them where you support. Go track down all the trillions of dollars that's missing out of the Jamaican budget. Go track that. Leave Maroon country and the Maroons alone. They say, you see, God no stay like man. Because anyhow God did stay like man, you would have been history. You would have been history. But anyway, family, me there a long time. Lord, me long-winded sometime. You know. I am going to take my leave. I want to thank you all so very much again for participating and for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate you all so very much. Joan Bailey, hey girl, welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining, darling. Family, once again, like the live, share the live, and subscribe to the live. Help me grow this page, okay? It's in the incubator stage, and we wanted to get out of the incubator stage and, go into the bassinet, and then get into a car seat, and then maybe into a crib. Family, I do appreciate y'all so very much. Me love you, I love when I like sweet potato pudding to next string. Thank you all so much again for joining. I appreciate you. And until we sit down and chat again, gonna walk good. Yeah? Peace and love. Love and peace. One precious love, everybody. Good night. Good morning. Good evening, wherever you are in this world. Thank you so much.